Guys, welcome aboard to another TryHackMe module. I'm going to be solving this JavaScript essentials from the Cybersecurity 101 path. So yeah, let's get to it. Just do note, as a premise, I'm not going to be just going through the module to the detail, just because I already know my fair share of JavaScript, and I will just try to go as fast as possible. So that's it. That being said, let's get to it. Okay. JavaScript essentials. Learn how to use JavaScript to add interactivity to a website and understand associated vulnerabilities. JavaScript is a popular scripting language that allows web developers to add interactive features to websites containing HTML and CSS styling. Once the HTML elements are created, you can add interactiveness like validation, on-click actions, animations, etc. through JavaScript. Learning the language is equally important as that of HTML and CSS. The JS scripts are used primarily with HTML. This room is designed as an introductory overview of JavaScript, specially tailored for beginners with limited JavaScript experience. The primary focus is on teaching the fundamentals of JavaScript from a cyber perspective and how hackers utilize legitimate functionalities to achieve malicious results. So do we have the prerequisites? Yes, web application basics. Yeah, we already know all that. Learning objectives, understand the basics of JavaScript, okay? Integrating JavaScript in HTML, abusing dialog function, bypassing control flow statements, exploring minified files. Okay, connecting to the machine. Let's start the machine that we're going to be connecting to. I would rather just VPN into it. I'm sorry, SSH into it. You can start the virtual machine by clicking start machine. The machine will start will. Alright guys, had a minor interruption. Let's keep going. You can start the virtual machine. Yeah, we already started it. I just noticed that we don't have no credentials to SSH into it, so I guess I will have to work with this split screen. I have successfully started the attached VM. Yes. Essential concepts. Okay. Okay, loops, variables, data types, functions, just basic programming stuff. Loops, do while for this loop that goes from 0 to 100 and increases by 1, and then you use print results, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is just basic stuff. What term allows you to run a code block multiple times as long as it is a condition? Loop. JavaScript overview. Uh-huh. In this task, we'll use JavaScript to create our first program. Yeah, JS is interpreted language, meaning the code is executed directly in the browser without prior compilation. Below is a sample JS code demonstrating key concepts such as defining a variable, understanding data types, using control flow statements, which is if, else, and writing simple functions, right? These essential building blocks help create more dynamic and interactive web apps. Don't worry if it looks a bit new now. We will discuss each of these concepts in detail later on. Yeah, sure, this is a variable, this is just a print message, variable, this is an if statement, there's a function that you can call, and this is how you call the function. You greet and you pass in the parameter bob, yeah? Okay, this is fairly easy. Once Chrome is open, Ctrl-Shift-A to open the console and right click and then inspect. Then click on the console. Oh yeah, here we can execute just basically JavaScript code. Let's create a simple JS program that adds two numbers and displays the result below is the code. Below is the code. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Simple function to add. What is the code output if the value of x changed to 10? If you change 10, then what? What is the code output? Oh, the result is 20, right? That would be 20, right? Basic stuff. Is JavaScript a compiled or interpreted language? It's a compiled language. What are you talking about? Compile what? He was an interpreted language. My bad. Okay, integrating this task assumes you have basic understanding of HTML and its structure. This section will explore how JS can be integrated into HTML. Usually JS is not used to render content. It works with HTML and CSS to create dynamic and interactive web pages. If you're unfamiliar with HTML, reviewing it through the provided links recommended. There are two main ways to integrate JS into HTML, internally and externally. right? Okay, so internal JS refers to embedding the JS code directly within an HTML document. This method is preferable for beginners because it allows them to see how the script interacts with the HTML. The script is inserted between the script tags, and these tags can be placed inside the head section, typically used for scripts that need to be loaded before the page content is rendered, or inside the body section, right, where the script can be utilized to interact with elements as they're loaded on the web page. What is this Pluma? Open with Pluma to create an HTML document with internal JS. That's also the create document, empty file name the file, then right click internal and choose open with Pluma. Oh, it's a text editor. Once the editor is open, paste the following code. This is just basic HTML structure. There's the head, the body. Inside you have like, and then there's this script, which is a piece of JavaScript code. After passing the code, click File and select Save, which will save the file, external JavaScript. We do basically just indicate where your JavaScript code is located, right? Link to the external JS file. Makes sense. Verify internal or external. When pen testing a web application, it is important to check whether the website is internal or external JS. This can be easily verified by viewing the page's source code. To do this, open the page external_test.html located in the exercise folder in Chrome. Right-click anywhere on the page and select View Page Source. Yeah, we can see the source of the page, and then we can see basically this, and this means it's an external, right? And also here, like external. For a practical example, visit TryHackMe in your browser and inspect the source code to identify how the website loads. Which type of JavaScript integration places the code directly within HTML document? Internal. No, which method is better for using JS across multiple web pages? Probably external, right? What is the name of the external JS file that is being called by external_test? External_test.html. Here, source. External test. I mean, exercise. Let's just open it. Then external test. I open it. I want to check the source. Yes, I do. Let's inspect. And then it's thm_external.js, right? Oh, come on. thm_external.js. Yeah. What attribute links on external JS file in the script, the source? Abusing what? Damn, it's long. Dialog functions. Okay, one of the main objectives of JavaScript is to provide dialog boxes for interaction with users and dynamically update content on web pages. JS provides built-in functions like alert, prompt, and confirm to facilitate this interaction. These functions allow developers to display messages, gather input, and obtain user confirmation. However, if not implemented securely, attackers may exploit these features to execute attacks like cross-site scripting, which we will cover later in this module. We will be using the Google Chrome console, alert. The alert function displays a message in the dialog box with an OK button, typically used to convey information or warnings to users. For example, if we want to display hello THM to the user, we would use an alert hello THM to try it out. Open the Chrome console, type alert THM and press enter, and then this dialog will pop up. Then the prompt function displays a dialog box that asks the user for input. Yeah, so name, prompt, what is your name, then generate the alert with, okay. Once you paste the code and hit enter, the dialog box will appear and the value entered by the user will be returned to the console. Confirm, which is basically confirm, do you want to proceed? Yeah. Okay, how hackers exploit the functionality. This is the interesting part, right? Imagine receiving an email from a stranger with an attached HTML file. The file looks harmless, but when you open it, it contains JS that disrupts your browsing experience. For example, the following code will show an alert box with the message hacked 3 times. There's a basic loop that iterates 3 times and then pops up this alert message with hacked. On the desktop of the attached VM, create a file called invoice.html and paste the above code. Double click the file to open it and the alert message will pop up 3 times, causing an undesired experience. Imagine if a bad actor sent you a similar file, but instead of displaying the alert 3 times, the number is set to 500. You would be forced to keep closing the alert boxes one after another. This is a simple example of how malicious JS can be used to create an inconvenience or worse. Therefore, ensuring you only execute JS files from trusted sources is crucial to avoid such an undesired experience. In the file invoice.html, how many times does the code show the alert hacked? Invoice.html, according to U3, what? Oh, okay, you want me to check the invoice file that you gave me, right? So let's check it out. Invoice, open with Chrome, hacked, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, which of the JS interactive elements should be used to display a dialog box that asks the user for input? It was prompt, yeah. And then if the user enters Tesla, what value is stored in the car name equal prompt? What is your car name in the car name variable? Well, Tesla, duh. Are you really asking me these dumb questions? I mean, I understand it's just basic, but still feel insulted, to say the least. All right, guys. So on to the next. Control flow in JS refers to the order in which statements and code blocks are executed. Basically, on certain conditions, JS provides several control flow structures, just as any other programming language, right? If, else, switch, for, while, do, while, conditional statements in action, blah, 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 bypassing login forms. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so this is the prompt. This is a conditional. If the age is older than 18 in the above code, a prompt will ask for your age. And then bypassing login forms. Suppose the developer has implemented authentication functionality in JavaScript. Okay, where only users with the username admin and passwords matching a basic value are allowed to log in. Okay. To see this in action, open the login HTML. Yeah, that's what I guessed. Login HTML. Okay, enter your username. So only if I am admin and password. What is my password? When you double click, you're successfully. Well, what password is? Where users only with username admin and passwords matching a specific value are allowed. Let's say I admin. Okay, suppose the developer has. Okay. When you double click the file and open it in your browser, it will prompt you for a username and password. If the correct credentials are entered, it will display a message confirming that you're logged in, as shown below. What is the message displaying if you enter the age less than 18? You are, I don't know, age, I guess, right? Exercises, there's no age. Oh, here. If I enter another, you are a minor. And then what is the password for the user admin? Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. Like, I guess I can, like, check the source code. Will we find anything here? It's just a pop-up message, right? Enter your username, and you're asking me for the username, which is admin. And then, oh, I guess I could admin password authentication failed. Okay, but are you gonna check the source code and see what you're importing? Maybe you're pulling some script. Here, let username enter. If username is out here, they gave you that. Like, yeah, complex password. That's the password, right? You can check it right there. You just have to inspect the page and check out the JavaScript code. Exploring what? Exploring minified files. Okay, we have understood how JS works and how we can read it until now, but what if the file is not human readable and has been minified? Minification in JS is the process of compressing JS files by removing all unnecessary characters such as spaces, line breaks, comments, and even shortening variable names. This helps reduce the file size and improves the loading time of web pages, especially in production environments, right? Minified files make the code more compact and harder to read for humans, but they still function exactly the same. Similarly, obfuscation is often used to make JS harder to understand by adding undesired code, renaming variables and functions to meaningless names, and even inserting dummy code. Practical example. Create a file on the desktop.attach with the name hello HTML. an obfuscated JS code, script hello.js, paste the following code. And the one that we're gonna have in the script, just a function that says welcome to THM, and then you call the function. Now double click the hello file, open it. Once the file is open, you will see another greeting you with welcome to THM. Click OK. Inspect sources, click on hello.js to view the file. You will see that JS code is easily accessible and viewable, as shown below. Obfuscation in action. Now we'll try to minify and obfuscate that JS code using an online tool. Visit this website and copy the content of hello.js. Okay, let's just say this is the content. I paste the content. What? Oh, sorry, that was from my webcam. Copy. Okay, then it's been obfuscated, which is sweet. I like it. We'll try, yeah, and copy the contents of hello.js and paste them into the dialog box on the website. The tool will minify and obfuscate the code, turning it into a string of gibberish characters shown below. Yeah, I can see. So, but what if we tell you that these gibberish characters are still fully functional code? The only difference is that they're not human readable, but the browser can still execute them correctly. The website converted our JS code to this one. Click the copy clipboard, highlight it as 2 in the above image. Yeah. Copy it. And then what? Then remove the content of hello.js on the attached VM and paste the obfuscated content into the file. Reload the hello file in Chrome and inspect the source code again. Under the sources tab, you will notice that the code is now obfuscated, but it still functions exactly the same as before. So deobfuscating the code. We can also deobfuscate an obfuscated code using an online tool. This is the obfuscator, deobfuscator. Okay. Then paste the obfuscated code into the provided dialog. The website will generate the equivalent human readable. Okay, like what if I just deobfuscate? Yeah. Okay, you can see how easily we deobfuscated and retrieved our original code. What is the alert message shown after running the file hello HTML? I'm about to find out. Oh, hello. Welcome to THM. What is the alert message? What is the value of H variable in following obfuscated code snippet? Let's deobfuscate it, right? Come on. Are you really not copy pasting? 21. 21 is the value according to the deobfuscated tool. Deobfuscation tool. Yeah. Best practices. This task outlines the best practices for evaluating a website or writing code for a website. If you're developing a web application, you'll likely end up using JS on your website. The practices below will assist you in reducing the attack surface and minimizing the chances of attack. Avoid relying on client-side validation only. One of JS' primary functions is performing client-side validations. Developers sometimes use it for validating forms and rely entirely on it, which is not a good practice, since a user can disable manipulate JS on the client side. Performing validation on the server side is also essential. Refrain from adding untrusted libraries. Yeah, as discussed in earlier tasks, JS allows you to include any other CJS scripts using the source attribute inside the script tag. But have you considered whether the library we included is from a trusted source? Bad actors have uploaded a bundle of libraries on the internet with names that resemble legitimate ones. So if you blindly include a malicious library, you will expose your web application to threats. Avoid hard-coded secrets. Never hard-code sensitive data like API keys, access tokens, or credentials into your JS code, as the user can easily check the source code and get the password. Is it a good practice to blindly include JS in your code from any source? Of course not. And then conclusion. Congratulations on completing the JavaScript Essentials room. Okay, we've covered important topics like the basic of JS, creating our first JS code, and integrating JS and HTML. We then explored Minify and obfuscate. Keep learning and stay vigilant against security threats. Your journey as a JS developer has just begun. Okay. Okay, this was fun. Yeah, I learned a bit, I guess I could say that. So yeah, guys, thank you for staying with me. I will be watching you on the next module I decide to attack. Peace.